Good evening, Trinidad and Tobago. Welcome to another edition of Scoreboard here on ACT, and it's always a pleasure to be in your company every Tuesday evening between the hours of 8 and 9. We will bring you something relevant in sport in Trinidad and Tobago. Before I introduce my guest and my topic for tonight, I want to say a special congratulations to the Trinidad Knight Riders, Tobago Knight Riders. I mean, their second title, 2015 was the first. And they scared us a bit, but eventually they came away with a victory. And it was a good match, a little disappointed in Bravo, because I think if we had lose that game, I think he'd be still running for me right now. But nevertheless, we won the game. Because I was kind of, your leg damaged. I mean, oh gosh. You have a bowler, 2 overs, 9.12 runs, 2 wickets. Yeah. And then you have Christian on the other hand. I mean, why take the chance? And after bowling 2 balls, you could have let somebody continue the overs. That 21 runs could have cost us big time. Bravo. Take your time. Take your time. He's the captain, but you have other players. Anyway, we're sticking on that same topic, cricket, but we're shifting a bit to community cricket. As you know, community cricket, and especially in South, is not as prevalent as what you will see elsewhere. And talking off camera, we have come to the conclusion that the majority of top cricketers, they all came from the Southland. I mean, if I go to outline here, we could be here for the next hour. But yet still, the competitions in South, a lot of them, yes, they are, but how much of them are being run properly? And tonight, we're going to be discussing community cricket. Let me introduce to you my guest for tonight is Shiraz Mohammed, the organizer of the Magnitude Windball Cricket League. Good night and welcome to ACTN.
Thank you.
And I have Mr. Eames Bab, the trade marketing manager for
Caribbean Limited.
Caribbean Limited. Welcome, it's a pleasure.
Thank you.
And we have Alvin Singh, the manager of Dirty Projects Cricket Team. And gentlemen, you all are here to discuss a new venture, something that, to bring communities together, and especially in sports. Mm-hmm. So, and let me start with you, Alvin, because I got from you that you are the man who really leading the charge.
Okay.
What is your vision and your plans?
My vision is really to organize a proper league in South, where everybody could come and feel like they were treated justly, mm-hmm. and it's not a bias or a one-way thing, and because everybody going out there to experience have fun, mm-hmm. also as well win, but it don't make sense. It's not encouraging right now to most of the players and teams that we have in South to go to play in a league and it being biased. It breaking everybody's spirit, breaking this deal, and they go elsewhere and they leave to go Tonga and play, go Central. I mean, it's still Trinidad, but at the end of the day, we South players need a little more treatment, a better treatment from communities and committees that throw in these leagues. Mm-hmm. So this is our venture right now, is to organize a proper, well-stated, how should I put it, boy, like a league where, everybody comes and they feel
fairness,
I was
fairness,
just there,
fairness.
I was treated justly.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't one-sided or biased,
Mm-hmm.
So that is our topic on tonight here. We're trying to organize that. I mean, with the help of Shiraz and Mr. Ames, we are prepared to do that for South, to uplift the cricket itself back in South.
Have you all already formed a committee, and if so, have you all put proper structure in place as to how this league is going to run, where it's going to take place, and things like that?
Well, we now start, we plan, our plan is in progress with me and Mr. Shiraz here as well, and we are, like I said, trying to collide with Caribbean as well. Our only issue is right now, majority of the grounds in South are more for hardball, mm-hmm. and some are majority are they don't play much hardball anymore. Some don't even play. Mm-hmm. So our objective is to get a proper ground with strips and venues, so we could accommodate people who come in to watch as well play. Mm-hmm. So that is our plan right now, and our objective right now to get is a proper venue. Mm-hmm. But otherwise, the infrastructure of doing it with me and Mr. Shiraz, mm-hmm. and the help of Carib, our goal is done on set already, as in objective of putting it in plan. Done in plan is just to put it in progress now.
Have you spoken to other people involved in the sport of cricket? Now we're talking softball cricket, right?
Yeah, windball
right,
cricket.
Windball cricket. Now there are a lot of windball. There's also a windball cricket association.
Yeah.
right? I know up north. Is there association in south?
That is, we don't have one in South. So
Right.
our aim is to build a Winball association in South. So we don't have to all be running tongue. Remember South to tongue, South to tongue?
Yeah, yeah.
So we could deal with South. We
Careful
have,
how you're saying south to tongue and south to tongue, and you're looking at a sponsor from Tongue. Eh?
I know, no, but it's not.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
it's just you see, sometimes you could get in contact over the phone, but it don't do justice as a face to face, you know. So we could link, like, try to organize with Tongue and South to do a committee. So it would be easier for the committee to get from South to get in contact with North committee. Because when I mean, if a team called North, it'd be like, hey, so say okay, no problem, so on. But you know, if it's a committee now from South who join with North, say okay, we have X, Y, Z going on. It'll be easier if translated to one another.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
It's
But have you all done the sufficient groundwork to know, like, X amount of softball teams from South? So, you know, because what you want to know, yes, you have a plan in place, but you need to know that when you put this plan in place, you can target 10 or 15 clubs, or, you know, right?
Well,
And on top of that, too, running a league, and I guess if I can go back to what you were saying, that some of the clubs are not run properly. Now, sometimes you have a club that's not run properly, or it might not look fair. It's not because the person who runs the club is an unjust person. It could be that this person, that is the only knowledge he have of running something,
no, well,
right? So you need to have, you know.
No, well, from what we got for the last couple of years, it's not a matter they don't know what to do. It's outside influences, as in, you see, it have some teams that is buyout league.
Okay,
And
okay.
as in, not for the, they ain't looking for the money, they're looking for the fame mostly.
Okay.
Because we the champ, we the known champs. You know, that is bragging rights there. And you see, in South area, I could check more than probably 50 teams or 60 teams, right? And it's just for teams to get fair chances that will allow them and bring them out to play cricket.
But what would you tell people to convince them that when you start your league, right, and you want your league to, you want your league to be successful, and you want your sponsors to stay with you, right, you wouldn't get by players from outside and influence them, right?
That is the thing, right? That is why there would be a committee.
No, you understand why I'm asking these questions,
I understand. You see, that is why I had Sharaz here. He would pick his committee. I would stay out of it.
Okay.
I would have no influence over any doings within. My objective is to organize with them to make sure the league starts, it runs, and I'm out. I'm just as well as a team player, and if I get knocked out, I get knocked out. I gotta wipe my chest and go. You understand?
I was going to Mr. Bab, but I want to talk to Mr. Singh first, because
Mr. Mohammed.
Mr. Mohammed, sorry. Mr. Sharad Mohammed,
Yeah.
Mr. Mohammed. I want to talk to you first, because I want to get the drift of what it is. So then when Mr. Bab comes in, you will know, you already heard what they have said. Now, have you set aside individuals, or is there going to be an election, you know, to vote in people on your committee? Now, I know when you start something for the first time, you don't have elections, you will nominate yourself, right? But if something is to run properly, you have to have your constitution, you have to have elections, because, you know, if you have 10 teams in your league, the 10 teams will have to have some representation, you know, things like that. How do you plan to start, and how are you to ensure the public that this, what you're doing here, is going to be different from the rest of the leagues?
Well, I run in this league for approximately 4 years now at the Magnitude Recreation Ground. But since I started it, the first 3 years was with me. I personally run it by myself.
Okay.
Started with 24 sides the first year, and then I went up to 32 sides. This year now, I collaborated with the Magnitude Sports Club, because they have the sports club with the whole executive, everything.
Okay.
And them plays hardball only. So I collaborated with them, because as the user, as the ground, we do it together. I want to promote everything in the village and in the whole community, in South community. So this year we got 28 side, and it had plenty side to come in, but the time frame we get, because of lighting and TNT.
Oh, there's no light on the ground?
Yeah, it have light.
Okay.
But the lighting, the TNT kind of give you a time.
Okay, okay. It comes off at a certain hour, yeah.
So if in the future, if it's that, and I collaborating with the Magnitude Sports Club. We have the executive already,
Okay.
so it will just continue on
Okay,
from that.
okay. So you already have, right.
And and the way I run structure the cricket and the discipline that I allow in cricket, at the time I would throw out anybody for discipline, because it have people. If a team come to play cricket, he not coming alone. He bringing his family, his wife, his children.
Yeah.
So I always like the discipline on the cricket field, off the cricket field.
Yeah.
So I will discipline them, and I, with that action I take, plenty teams, plenty clubs respect me, and it always interested in joining the competition.
Okay, because of your way of running
I never
things,
give, as Alvin said, I never take aside one-sided.
Okay.
Always listen to the both sides, and I make my decision on the spot. Okay. On the field, I will, as umpire, I could be off the field. I have 2 umpires. I see a player with show bad discipline to the umpire or to our next player. On the spot, I will ban him from the competition, not from the game, but from the competition.
Okay.
And people respect me for that.
All right. Okay. All right. Mr. Bob, now, CARIB is a big organization that is involved in a lot of sports throughout Trinidad and Tobago.
That's right.
Getting involved in a community project like this down south, how did the whole relationship started, and where do you see your company, and what part they will be playing in this organization?
Well, George, good question. Our involvement started when we were approached by Alvin through one of our customers, Tizik Bar. We were informed that we had a side, they had a side that was interested in taking part in the competition. We understood that there was a community league that was run by Mr. Miraj, Mohammed, sorry, and
everybody calling you wrong name tonight.
And that Mohammed's leagues tend usually to be fair and honest. We at CARIB, we jumped into the opportunity because it presented 2 very important aspects to us. One being cricket, which is very endemic to Trinidad and by extension West Indian psyche, and is something that we love to promote or stand ready and willing to promote, as you can see from our just concluded association with the CPL. We were, of course, the official bear of CPL. And secondly, community type arrangements like that presents a certain type of dynamic that we at CARIB Brewery, we love to be at the center of, because we're saying CARIB beer, and by extension the other beers that make up our portfolio, we promote Caribbean friendship,
right,
and community. And we find that in these community leagues, you get a degree of camaraderie, a degree of ability that comes to the fore, that is second only, I dare say, to what applies in the West Indies and the professional cricket arrangements. So, of course, we were all too glad and willing to assist, and we could see this involvement growing from strength to strength, because, as we were speaking earlier, the southern part of the country is like a breadbasket for bringing out talent.
Definitely.
And we spoke about a number of people. Just on Saturday night, I heard the announcers making mention of Evan Lewis, who I wasn't even aware is a child of South. He's from Table.
And before he started representing the big name clubs, I remember seeing him play in the I think it was a Barapur league. And there's when he was maybe not even a quite teenager as yet.
Yeah, we realize that there's a host of quality individuals that come from the South, and we would like to be a part of bringing that quality to the surface, and we would feel that we will be doing our responsibility of giving back to the community by supporting such ventures.
No, I must say, I appreciate, what the whole idea, because, I mean, when you look at this whole, let's take our minds off of sport for a minute and look at the bigger picture. First of all, it's going to be held in a community, right? Now, we hear so much about communities that lacking things to keep the family or the young people in the community.
That's right.
So even before we think about cricket, we already start with a family relationship there, right? Because neighbors are going to come out. They're going to bring out their kids,
support,
right? The kids going to be there because there is something else to do, and not be on some block lineman.
That's right.
So, and then we could talk the cricket. So the whole initiative that is being put on here in the community, it's a wonderful thing. Now, when we look at cricket on the whole, right? As you said, Alvin, a lot of things is not run fairly, right? Now, when we start this league, and no, I'm talking Frank,
Yeah.
right? In most organizations, when it start, and you start to get your sponsors, and the money start to comes in, you find the same individuals who playing on the teams, who might be so loyal to you and so disciplined, they might start checking the money of the committee, if you understand where I'm coming from.
Okay.
Now, you all are undertaking a big task, and why I say it's a big task is because it's not that you all are just starting something by yourself. You're bringing in a corporate company, which you're all going to be representing, right? You're going to be representing the name of Carib Brewery.
Yeah.
So a game is played in Princeton, and there's a fight. You're going to see on the newspaper, Carib Brewery T20, right?
Ends in mayhem.
Right. So all these things that
Take
you all
into
have to take into consideration become money changes things.
That's
Full
right.
stop.
That's right.
Right? And you all ain't going to make Mr. Bob look bad.
No, of course not.
Because remember now, he's the person that all your contact to talk to his people to get them involved. Right?
Understand.
So we're going to take a break, right? When we come back, right, we're going to, because we need to educate the public, because we want, when this league really gets going, people, the viewers will already have an idea of what it is.
Yeah.
So when we come back, we're going to make discuss some more about the details of how things are going to be run. Viewers, you are viewing Scoreboard here on ACTN. We are talking community cricket, and I hope that if there are any other sponsors out there from Corporate and Tobago who viewing this program and wants to help, this is a good project. So stay tuned, we'll be right back after this short break.
Scores a level. Kevin Cooper, 29 from 14 deliveries.
29 from 14. 2 4s, 2 6s, Ramden on strike.
That's it. That's the championship. The Trinbago Knight Riders are champions once again of the Hero CPL. The Knight Riders own the night.
The champions of the Hero CPL, the Caribbean Premier League for 2017, the Trinbago.
Welcome back to Scoreboard here on ACT, and as I said, we are talking community cricket, and we are talking the Magnitude Windball Cricket League, and they are trying to put a structure in place as to develop windball cricket, a proper structured windball cricket league in the city of, well, in the southern city. Now, you said, Mr. Mohammed, that the tournament is running for the 4th year. Before the sponsor came on board, what were some of the challenges that you faced? And yes, you have one sponsor so far. What are some of the challenges that you feel that Carib is going to come to eliminate from your league?
Well, once that come aboard, once Carib come aboard in this league, it will make everything simpler, because right now, with the last couple of years, when I hold it, I have to put burden on the teams, because I never had a sponsor, and I have to do a small raffle, so that is burden on the team. So they don't have to pay registration, and they have, and all with the raffle and the registration, I put it together, and that is the prizes. Prize money. The prizes has come up to around, with the cash prize, this come up to about 20,000, 22,000. And trophies has come up to 5,000, so 27,000. So it's nothing. I doing this for the community, really, not a money making business. It's not a business. And this year I get help from the Magnitude Club, but for the first 3 years was me and my wife and 2 children do this. I have a good answer for that. And every night, from Monday to Saturday, I down there with them. School or no school, them going with me, and them, because I them love doing it, and people appreciate what me and my family do in the community. And if Carib come aboard, it will just make everything, it will go broader and south. Right now, they around Princeton. Because I can't go further, because the finance will be burden. But if it go up further, the umpires I want to umpires, I could call the name Vinod. Umpire plenty places, but I cannot offer him money-wise stipend when he comes to Shannon, because it's hard. And he come every night.
And then sometimes a man will go tired, because I mean, I will give you so much and so much, but then I mean, come on.
And I appreciate all them help, but how, everybody have it, the waste time come fast and go. People are schedule tight, and not every day they will come to give me that help. But I will do it as long as I could. And if Carib come aboard, it will make it simpler, easier for not only me, but for people who want to involve more in the community.
Have the deal already been signed and with Carib?
No, well, like I said, we got our first sponsor for uniforms and stuff, and we always keep in contact. Then
with Carib?
Yeah, well, with the guy who did Imran now. And I would like to appreciate, I would like to give him thanks and appreciation for everything he's done for us. And like I said, today is like our actual meeting with the board of Carib as his representative here to like sign off on the deal then, because like I said, it's our first meeting, and it's not like we had the time to like appropriately meet. So when we got this opportunity, we took it. So this is our our official meeting to sign off on it.
Okay. You don't have to give me the figure, but like, in what area is Carib going to be sponsoring?
Well, so far the sponsorship started off with, as Alvin mentioned, with the provision of uniforms. We do want to get more involved, and of course the details will be ironed out over the course of the next couple of weeks. Of course, I wouldn't be at liberty to exactly the nature of the sponsorship. But I just wanna underscore or highlight the point you made earlier about community. Today, especially in Central and South, we find the issue of crime becoming very, very prevalent.
Yes, it's spreading.
What we have found is that a number of people are simply not going out to their neighborhood watering hole as they used to in the past. And they prefer to stay home and probably watch television and engage in other activities. And we, and we feel that spirit and sense of camaraderie and community is tending to be lost. And we would like to bring people back out. And with the Cricket League, we're going to achieve that end. So I would like to think that this is us doing our community duty to try and bring communities together in the spirit of true friendship, discipline, and accountability, most importantly, as brought to the table by Mr. Mohammed.
I would like to extend on that as well, because you see, with the lack of community cricket or community sports on the whole, general players, like individuals who are like have real talent for sports, whether it be football, table tennis, cricket, whatever. So you see, when I do have this outgo, like to meet this function for the sport itself, it have nowhere to really say do it. They tend to lag off. Drugs.
And go in different, yes.
And I know I could vouch for real players, and Shorts could, Mr. Mohan could as well. The amount of talented players we know, but it's just they don't have.
And if you really check in sports, most of our top sportsmen, if you check them out, they come from rural communities. That's if you check the cricketers. Right? Now, a venue is the objective right now.
That is our main
Have you all gone out to maybe visit and look around?
I have visited 3 sites with concrete strips, but the mere fact of the location and the size of the place, the whole spectators and stuff, it's a little off. We have a ground in Debe, the grounds are too small. The one in Turuba it had, there's a big space in to have.
That's the one Turuba, right?
Yeah, pavilion, but how they did the drains to the back, the ground came in smaller.
It was already small.
Because there are some condemned grounds when they don't play hardball anymore, and I would like to approach their committee to like involve ourselves to fix up the ground, to make it into a venue where everybody from the community could benefit.
You know, we have communities and committees like this. The ground is not being used, but if I come with an idea and I realize it's not my idea, I want a piece of the pie.
Yeah.
Now, is there any way that you can use a normal cricket field with a matting?
Yes.
With that
we do that, right? But we do that currently, but at the end, the majority of the players would rather play on a concrete strip due to the fact of how the bowling does come onto the bat and how the ball is play on the strip itself. They would prefer it, but if it is the option is left for the matting, we would have no other choice. But if it is, we can engage a community that's not using their ground to facilitate us, and in that way we would be exposing them as a community to more things and lifting the community itself. But when fixing up the ground, so everybody will have it will be easier for everybody to use, accessible. And the
the ground that the league is being played on right now.
It's a sand wicket, but we have I put out a carpet on it.
Right. Do they play hardball cricket?
Yes.
A carpet as in?
Yeah, this.
Like this.
Okay. So.
But so long as the turf is properly maintained, it is work well.
Real good.
So if you don't get
I will get that.
Because what I'm looking at too is that you don't want to get a start too, and besides that, you don't want to take. Yes, you want the teams from outside to come in, but you don't want to take
something
the
that
cricket from when it start here and take it away, because what you're doing is that you're kind of depriving the community,
abandon the community,
right? Because what you want people to come into your community and adapt to your discipline and your way of doing things, right? So basically that's what you're looking at. But then, okay, what is the time frame given for this? Well, I know your league is already going and it will finish on the 7th of October. But what is the time frame given to really get this new league? Well, this new branded.
We have a couple months, because you see, is when like another year majority cricket windball closing off, right? So we have.
So there's a season for windball?
Yeah. After hardball.
Okay.
You see, when majority of the hardball leagues, plenty of the players just play windball. As just to keep themselves in practice for when hardball season start back. So it's like when closing off of hardball, that is when windball season starts. And I could call like Jared Alfred, Kieran Isaac, Dean William, those boys come out to play with us. And like I said, it's just to keep them in practice for when their hardball start. And those the guys play for Mary Boys and stuff come to play with us from town. So that is just like the time. So now, as cricket closing off, we have time within next year, while hardball season will start, to try to build and find a proper ground to start our league.
Okay.
So we have some time.
So you all haven't started talking to other windball teams?
Yeah, I have done.
What is the response so far?
They were like, well, if it's like that, they want to get on board, because like I said, some of the leagues that are being thrown, and the people are holding them, they discourage teams from coming out to play with them. So if it is, they can get a league where they could actually come out and play without having been treated unfairly or treated badly, they all for it. You understand? Because it don't make sense you're organizing a team. Men leaving home to come out to play cricket that hour night, leaving their family out, bringing their family, and from work, they leaving work to come and play. And when to go to be treated poorly is very bad. You understand? So when I showed the picture to a few friends from other teams, and they were like, hey, that could be like the best thing, because we look at the mere fact that if it is a big company Carib in with us, we would expect a different higher quality of discipline, a higher quality of being treated fairly. So that is like the hype right now amongst the cricket community in which South players play. That's like a hype pitch right now for me.
So, Mr. Bob, listening to these two guys here, you are totally convinced that Carib is making the right decision by getting involved in a project like this?
I believe so. Anything that engenders community spirit, promotes people coming together in clean fun, we would support such ventures. Once the accountability issues are taken care of, because at the end of the day, a person's reputation must speak for them. Your reputation should precede you and should speak about the character of the man. And I believe that in Mr. Mohammed, we have somebody that represents those ideals. So I see no problem with Carib getting involved in supporting such a venture.
Mr. Mohammed, what is the relationship between the cricket and the community? Because really something, any sport in a community is supposed to bridge that gap. Right? Tell me about like what is the relationship and what sort of support you get from the community on one given night when there's a game?
On a given night, well, sometimes people try and have to go to school Monday to Tuesday, and then you will see the people who come in to play cricket, they will bring the 1 or 2 people to support. But with the community now, from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, even on a Sunday, I start from 2 o'clock the cricket. The ground will be actually full, and people come in there. And when I do have, if the rain fall and I do call off again, people vex because they want to say we have nothing to do. So they come in. If the people have just love to come out and see the cricket. If I didn't run the cricket because I was on a tight schedule with TNTech and I wasn't sure if I was going to run the cricket. And people only asking when you're starting. So the people are looking forward to it every year it's happening. Because even the teams, the clubs them that come into play, sometimes I just wait for certain leagues to finish because I don't want to tie up. Tell them they had to go and play there and they had to play here. So I just wait. Months before June month, sometime May month, they're calling, short man, let's call me short man. When you're going to start? We waiting, call me fast, we ready to come. Because we are run the league, they appreciate how I run it because I give everybody the fairest opportunity to play the cricket. On the night, it could be the best team. On the night, the smallest team could win because you come to play and you play under the fairest. And I will put my umpires them. I tell them, all are not going to favor nobody. Go out there and do all the best. And when they go out there, they give everybody the fairest chance.
I never sit on my side as well.
I never. And the thing is, I just tell the team them, when my final play, when I fairest umpire in any, I just go on umpire for any league and all. People just call me, I go on umpire for them. I tell them in my competition, I don't like to umpire the final. I will put when I put people outside the umpire during the league, I choose the 2 best umpires to go out there. When them go out there, I appreciate that. Because I just want, because it don't make sense I put them in 2 fellas outside the umpire every night, and when the final come, I go to do it. No. I give all of the opportunity just like how I feel. I want to do it. So and the league just run smooth.
What keeps you going? You know, sometimes you do a thing and you do it 2 years, you do it 3 years, and then you realize
the love for it. The love for it, because all my life I play cricket, I play hardball, I play windball. I learned my cricket. My windball cricket in town with exterminators, that's I name exterminators.
I think I hear that.
Yeah. And because of how I went and the treatment you're getting, the passion for it, against Bravo, Emirates, everybody I play against, I just love it. And I tell myself at this, my career done, I could still play, but not at the potential. So I tell myself,
so over 40, over 50 league now, or 50 league.
So I tell myself, this is the way to go now. I have to give back to the community and to the people in who they, because I get I learn from it, so I have to give back now to the younger people and the community, and that's what I out here for. Because plenty time, every time I run a league, people will say, "Oh, you go build a house, you go buy a." But the money is not all. Look, this year alone, I get rid of 3 side at 29 side. I get rid of 3 side because of that, and I didn't get $1 from them for registration. Nothing. I said no. You have to appreciate the competition, just like how if I want to have you here.
You will always
Yeah,
get. You will always,
but I will set it straight with them. I don't give nobody a chance when they want to do wrong to the competition, because if I do allow that with 2 team, 3 team, the rest of the team will want to do it. I set a standard and I keep it there.
Now, when Carib comes on board, you will be charging a registration, or you'll still be doing it?
No, you will have to do it. You have to do it because that is you can't, because if you do it free, you'll get team from all, and that is will cause that way is you'll get the ill-disciplined team.
Right.
I think and Alvin raised a very important point earlier, in that he mentioned there are a number of players, semi-professional players that take part in the league.
Yeah.
With the appearance of these, or with the participation of these players, what you would find happening is a sort of coaching of the younger ones, so that you have the development of the cricketer taking place there. And I guess that is us doing our part to try and enrich Western Indian cricket, because you never know, the next Gary Sobers, the next Brian Lara, the next...
So Narayan come from playing Winball cricket.
Yeah,
exactly.
against
And he still does.
Right?
Played against
I
him.
played up the last
I played against him.
Right. And that's why he had that bowling issue.
That chop,
because after some pelting. Yeah, Sam. Also, Kevin Cooper.
Kevin
Right?
Cooper.
Emirates, all them guys.
Simmons, they all play Winball.
Yeah. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we just have about 15 minutes remaining. We want to just kind of like, get to the whole aspect of this thing, what the committee, how the committee could benefit from it. I also want to talk a bit about your team, because I can't bring in here and talk about your team, especially with the name Dirty Project. Viewers, we'll be right back after this short break. You're watching Scoreboard on ACTN.
Scores a level. Kevin Cooper, 29 from 14 deliveries.
29 from 14. 2 4s, 2 6s, Ramden on strike.
That's it. That's the championship. The Trinbago Knight Riders are champions once again of the Hero CPL. The Knight Riders own the night.
The champions of the Hero CPL, the Caribbean Premier League for 2017, the Trinbago.
Welcome back, viewers. Welcome back to ACTN. As I said, we're talking community cricket, and off camera we were just discussing something, and I think that is important that we let the viewers know about it. Alvin, you were telling me that what the plan for this whole committee is not to centralize the competition, but to start it in one area and then take it to different areas. So you spreading the sport of Winball cricket, you spreading in, well, I mean, I can't say spreading in Macari because everybody don't know about cricket already. But you're giving committees the opportunity who might not be able to travel.
Yeah, the
right?
distance.
So, explain some more.
So we could call it the cricket caravan.
Right.
You understand?
Yes.
So we could, you see, like, if competition runs for a month and a half, right? Because it would be majority community teams, right? Or teams within the area. So, like I say, if it is, once we launch, and we could start off here, so everybody would know the quality of professionalism you're getting in this league. we could try and venture into other communities as well to let them partake in it. You understand? So you can know within the last, like the Winball season, we could have at least 3 Carib competitions where everybody would be able to take part, and every community could be able to come out and enjoy it. You understand? Because remember, some people say, hey, had the Carib competition, but the distance to go for the finals would be hard. So we could bring the finals to them. You understand? As in, we don't want to just leave it in one community. We want to make sure everybody experience the great Carib competition to come in South. Everybody get a piece of the pie. They could enjoy it as well.
Mr. Bob, I guess that Carib will have someone working along with these guys to,
yes, we will.
if we use the word, train them better too, because when you start something like this and you start to expand to different things, you need proper management skills.
Yeah.
Yes. So is Carib going to be giving these guys,
Well,
you know?
we do have in the company a number of people who are trained in the area of management and dare I say sports management.
Right, yes.
And of course, we don't have any problems lending our expertise to the venture to ensure that accountability is adhered to. But we've been harping about the benefits of the competition from a sporting perspective in terms of building younger players, in terms of bringing the community together. But there is an element that is there as well. For example, when you have a community coming together to watch any activity, whether it be cricket, whether it be football, whatever it is, you do find that gathering of people could foster economies, because you can have the small vendor coming to ply his street, you know, and that is keeping the community together and keeping the monies and the finances
in the community,
within the community. And if we're roving, then you can have a sharing of the wealth, so to speak. So, you know, all of these are very tangible benefits that we can get out of the said venture.
Okay, Alvin, your team Dirty Projects is a part of this league, right?
Right.
Tell me a bit about the team. You all got knocked out yet? Or?
No. We played 3 games. We lost 1.
Yeah.
But like my team itself is a consistent of different guys. Majority young guys within the age group from say 17. I'm like one of the eldest on the team. Like 17 to 24. That is my age group bracket for most of the guys on my side. And it's not from one particular area. I took guys from different areas with standards and abilities. And I'm trying to build a unit where everybody would respect, and Shortman, Mr. Mawel will tell you, my team, well, we are custom calling Shortman. My team is one of the most respected teams. We don't give trouble. We don't look for trouble. And like I said, as long as a certain amount of respect you have to give your players for them to give you the respect. And I have a problem with players who go out with me to play the game of cricket, which we all love, and be disrespectful to other teams and other players and people on the committee. And we don't tolerate that disrespect. Because if it is you could disrespect people out in the open, what will happen otherwise? You have no manners. So you know, we try to bring that unity, so we can, no matter where we go, we always have the love for the game and for the players, and a respect for all players and the game and community.
Mr. Mohamed, the league has already started. You're looking forward to the finals on the 7th of October. How have things been going so far?
Very good. Very, very good. The teams just waiting for the knockout stage, and everybody want to win the 10,000 first prize. Okay, what is the prize structure? 10,000 first prize plus trophy. Second prize 3,005 second prize 3,005 and plus trophy. Third prize 2,000 plus trophy. Fourth prize 1,000 plus trophy. And plenty individual prize like most wicked, most hat trick, 50s, most disciplined team. That is the best trophy everybody is looking for. Okay, most disciplined team. And the once the young youths them come out to play under 19, and I give all of them trophies at the end of the competition because just to encourage them to continue. So there's no. So everybody gets something? Yes, everybody. And as a stock, as the man from Mr. Bab from Carib talk about the people come from the community making $1. Once the competition going to start, it have 1 or 2 people in the community. I go to them and say, look, the competition starting so and so. Them come out and sell Pulori, sell wherever they could. And
no, but I cover cricket in communities, rural communities. And I tell you, it'll be different. It's just be something different when you go down there. I was down there. Sometime I back the MP for Faizabad. I think he was down there, the Faizabad T20, and I went down to this next MP from down in anyway, down on that side. And these, you just go down there and you know obscene language.
No.
It's be a different kind of feeling when it's a different kind of discipline. And then when you watch it, you see the mommy, the daddy, the little baby, everybody coming out, and that is what is really lacking there. Because if you all could remember, I mean, I don't know if you all remember, I think Mr. Bab should know about this. When we had the years of the Village Olympics.
Yes.
Right? I mean, when we had that Village Olympics, and they had basketball, football, cricket, everything. And on a weekend, people had somewhere to go. Now, in communities now, there is nothing.
Yeah, lacking.
Right? There's nothing. You pass by the corner, you see a group of young boys linemen. You don't even see guys in the road taking a little sweat again. Putting up a little basketball court, a little basketball ring.
When last you see a windball cricket sweat going on in a community?
Long time we used to block road.
I long time when as you come from school, do homework. We on the road,
exactly.
Traffic and holding up cars. Right? All right, just now.
Don't put your dustbin by the road because there's a wicket.
Yeah, of course.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Right? Don't put your dustbin. I remember we used to use
tire.
Long time you had scrubbing board.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right. That was a perfect joking board. That was a perfect wicket.
You know how much tree we cut down just to get the branch and make to make
bat.
Coconut bat.
Right.
Yeah.
And I really need to compliment you all on this effort, and I would support this. I mean, I really support this. You all have anything further you want to discuss, like you want the public to know? Like,
no, well, I would like the public to know, but like I say, it's a venture right now. We're now starting. So I would say, I want to just take time with Mr. Mohammed and Mr. Haynes here and have a meeting proper, so how we could go out and advertise properly to encourage teams, let them know, hey.
No, that is something you bring up there very important. Because to get the right teams and to get the teams coming in, you need to have somebody who could sell your product.
Yeah.
Right? And remember now that this product is just not an ordinary product of this committee. As I said already, it's a product headed by Carib. So remember now, when you go out there,
like I said, I'm a barber by trade. I'm a well-known barber in San Fernando for almost 15, 16 years now, right? And I have a lot of connection with a lot of business people who would actually help promote the competition because like whatever area they're in, they would help advertise for us as well, plus their business. You understand? We put posters, they will encourage people, they will encourage friends, to come in, to help and to build the community itself, the cricket itself.
Maybe we should think about is having a competition for barbershops.
Barbershop competition?
Yeah, a barbershop T10. Yeah, bring all barbershops through the country together.
Yeah.
Take the customers and bring out that team.
No, I mean, you could do that. Every barbershop come on. You mightn't have everybody in barbershop playing cricket, but you have a team identified by barbershop A, barbershop
that's
B.
cool. That's a good idea.
And you do something like that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So you're expanding.
Yeah.
Mr. Baba, I want to say again, thanks to you and your company, because what these guys are doing is really to benefit the community.
It is.
But they cannot do it alone, and everything has a cost to it.
Yes.
Right? Everything has a cost to it. And if you want something to be done the right way and the proper way, the cost is always a little bit more.
Yeah.
Right?
That's right.
As Mr. Mohammed indicated, he has to go with raffle, he has to go with this. I'm sure that there are times it's a strain on him, right? And I'm sure that the money he's getting now, it cannot afford him the luxury of getting the league better. You always have to be under,
Yeah.
So again, on behalf of myself, I want to say a special thanks to you and your company for getting involved with something like this.
You're most welcome.
I think that a lot more businesses they can afford. You know, sometimes we ask for sponsors and it's not big money, right? We know the economy is tight and everything, but sometimes a little something could go a long way in assisting once it's been done properly and
right
once
reasons.
it's done honestly and once somebody is going to benefit from it. Because it doesn't make sense that you invest in money in something and only the committee members or the man in charge is benefiting. It must have a rundown, right? So before we wrap, Alvin, is there any final
No, it's just like
thing you would like to add?
no, I'm just thankful right now that Mr. Haynes here came out with us, and we are going to do this project and do it the right way for the right reasons and develop community, not just cricket alone, a unity within the community for all communities to come within the future with this league.
Okay. Mr. Bob?
I would just like to say that we at Carib recognize and applaud the efforts of Mr. Mohammed, because to me, he is a true hero, which is someone who toiled with little to no thanks and financial gain just to keep the thing going because of the love of it. And Carib, basically, that's what the brand is about. It's about recognizing the sacrifices of those in the community who go above and beyond to bring the community together. And those are values that we at Carib support wholeheartedly.
Mr. Mohammed, any final?
I'd just like to thank Mr. Bob and his company, Carib Brewery, for coming into this simple cricket league that I think in the future will be very big to this whole country. And I right now I'm speechless because I didn't believe it would happen. Didn't believe because for this fourth year, and to go through it with my family, it thanks very much.
I tell Short, man, I say, Shorts are going to make it happen.
And
I tell Short, I said, this year I'm going to make it happen.
You see, nothing happens before its time.
I'll vouch it. I'll continue running my cricket same way. This is not about money. This is about bringing people together in the community. That is what I grew my children on, and that's what I continue on.
You see, hard work pays off, and if you're building something on a proper structure and it has honesty in it and integrity, along the way, somebody will see the positive side of it and they'll get involved in it.
I would like to say something as well. You see, the ground where we play at right now in this league, it is a little out of the area, so it don't really get much attention from public figures or from the public itself as in the upkeep now. So like I would like to ask if within the community area for Princeton, if the councillor could assist, because the road is a little bad.
But have you all gone to him?
No, what I was saying, we will have to go to, if it is going to do this venture, we do it.
No, when it comes to the corporation and the council, and that's why I just get my help. Therefore, just a phone call and then we'll deal with them things.
You're big?
No, not big, because of what I'm doing.
I know.
Appreciate what I'm doing.
Like, do a little more grounds work and fix the road and things and accommodate more, because as it is right now, when it is like for the finals last year, parking real hard, like.
Let's make sure they keep a park for me because I come to the finals.
I appreciate that.
Right. But gentlemen, it was really a pleasure. Mr. Bob, I want to say a special thanks to you, because you came from Port of Spain to San Fernando.
True.
Which I love.
This weather.
Yeah, because when I looked at the weather this morning, it's what I really appreciate the effort. And I mean, it goes a long way. Alvin, thanks to you too, Mr. Mohammed. I really appreciate the effort that you're doing. And one thing I can guarantee you is that we at ACTN, we're going to support this venture, because we, not today, from our inception, we always support community sports. We are into community sports, right? So viewers, keep viewing ACTN. You're going to be seeing a lot more of this
final on the 7th.
effort. And for sure, you're going to be seeing the highlights and the prize giving of the finals of this league right here on this station. So again, gentlemen, thanks again. We appreciate it. We are here to support you all in any way possible. Call us anytime. And we wish great success in this venture, which I know that is going to be a good thing happening. But viewers, we have come to the end of another edition of Community Corner. You see, because we also have a program, Community Corner, which we do things. So you're here saying Community Corner. We have come to the end of Scoreboard here on ACTN, and we want to thank these gentlemen for spending some time with us. Viewers, keep viewing this station because we are going to show you what a community can do when they get that sort of help. And Mr. Mohammed, again, well done, a job well done. And if you miss any part of this program, there's a repeat tomorrow at 1 p.m. We have come to the end. We thank you, and we hope that you stay locked on to ACTN.